Sometimes you want a horizontal line to create a visual separation between sections in your document. If you use the traditional method, you end up with a shape that can't be given alt text.
Unlabeled shape. Graphic. Unlabeled shape.
Let's look at how we can use borders to create these lines consistently and without adding unlabeled shapes. Often I see these used to separate sections of a document, so let's start by adding one to a heading 2. With my cursor in a heading, I'll navigate to the Home tab of the ribbon, find the Paragraph section, and expand the Borders menu. I'm going to add a top border to my heading. This menu looks very similar to one that you find when working with tables, but using it doesn't turn your paragraph into a table. I want a little more space between the line and my heading, so I'll expand the Borders menu again and open the Borders and Shading window. Here I can change the style, color, and width of the line being used. Activate the Options button to adjust the distance from text for your borders. I'm going to set the top distance to 12, so there will be a gap about the same height as a line of standard text between my line and my heading. Now if I go to the Layout tab and find its Paragraph section, I can adjust the space before to create equal space around either side of the horizontal line. If I want a line like this to occur before each new section of my document, I should go back to the Home tab, find the Styles section, right-click on my Heading 2 style, and select Update to Match Selection. Since my lower headings are based on my Heading 2, that updated them as well. I'll select my next Heading 3, click the Border button once to remove the border, and then update that style to match selection. That removal cascades down to my lower heading levels. The Borders menu can also be used to add a box around your entire paragraph. If you combine this with a column layout, you can create the visual effect of a callout box without compromising accessibility in your document. Since the borders aren't announced by a screen reader, how can a designer using a screen reader know if a border is included? The easiest way to get a description of your style is to open the Modify Style menu. Open the Home tab.
Ribbon. Alt followed by H. Lower ribbon. Tab Document 3-Word. Tab H.
Expand the Style menu.
L. Styles. No indent button. 1 of 15. Navigate with left and right up and down arrow keys.
Use arrow keys to find the relevant style.
Normal. Heading 1 button. 3 of. Heading 2 button selected. 4 of 15.
Right-click on that style.
Shift F10. Group. Update heading 2 to match selection. 1 of 3. To move through items, press up or down arrow P.
Select Modify.
Modify ... 2 of 3. M. Enter. Lower ribbon. Edit combo. Heading 2. 1 of 2. Leaving menus. Leaving ribbons. Document 3-Word. Modify style. Name : Edit combo. Heading 2. To set the value, use the arrow keys or type the value. Heading 2.
Toward the bottom of the window, right before the Add to the Styles Gallery checkbox, is a narrative description of the style you selected. I'll use Shift Tab to get there because there are fewer buttons below it than above it.
Cancel button to OK button to Format button. Only in this document. Automatically update check. Add to the Styles Gallery checkbox checked. To clear checkmark, press spacebar Alt+S. Style properties : edit combo. Top : left parent single solid line auto.
Unfortunately, when you navigate to the box, it doesn't usually start reading from the top. If I use Ctrl-A to select all of the text, it will read all of it at once.
Select all. Selected. Font : left parent Asian right parent Times New Roman, left parent default right parent plus headings left parent Georgia right parent, 20 pt, font color : text 2, indent : first line : 0 quote, space before : 12 pt, keep with next, keep lines together, level 2, border : parent single solid line, auto, 1 pt line width, from text : 12 pt border spacing : right parent, style : link, hide until used, show in the styles gallery, priority : 10 based on : normal following style : normal. Select all.
If I want to be able to navigate this text line by line, I need to copy it and paste it into a program like Notepad.
Copied selection to clipboard. Copy. Word task switch. Untitled dash notepad. Pasted from clipboard. Based on normal. Priority 10. Top left parent single solid line. Auto 1 misspelled. PT line width from text 12 misspelled. PT border spacing right parent. Style link.
If a more advanced JAWS user has an easier way to get this information, please put it in the comments.